So let's say that we have a pilot who's flying. So let's say the pilot is flying starting here. So this is the pilot on his plane flying starting here. And then at this point here, at a certain time t, we wanted to know when the pilot travel in this direction here, counterclockwise, and it makes for an angle alpha, we wanted to know what his angular speed is and what is his linear speed is and his angular speed. So we wanted to know, what's the difference between them. And this is exactly what we're going to do in here in this exercise. So it's your host, Romel, with the Jax Tutor. We're still doing trigonometry for high school and college kids. So think about having when you're thinking about linear, anything that's linear is along a certain path. So that's what I normally think when I think about linear. So when I said along this could be 5 meters. But when speed is normally, which is velocity, or we call, in positive direction, we'll call that velocity. So speed is, the distance traveled divided by time. So let's say for 1 unit of time, if you travel 5 meters, your speed is 5 meters per second. So for 1 second, you travel 5 meters, your speed is 5 meters per second. So now the linear speed in this case is what we want to know in the case of the pilot who's traveling in this direction, making an angle alpha. So his linear speed is his path along the unit circle, which you can see here is this arc that is subtended by the angle alpha. So his path along the unit circle so what the path travels along the unit circle for a certain time, for a certain unit of time. So path travel along the unit circle for a certain unit of time. So he's traveling this right here. But angular speed is the angle that they make, is literally the angle that this pilot makes for a certain time, so for a certain unit of time. So there's a little bit of a difference here. The path, the linear always along a certain path, but the angular speed is the angle that it make for a certain period of time. It could make this angle for a certain unit of time. It could also make this angle for a certain unit of time. It could also make an angle that looks like this for a certain unit of time. So this angle, if it looks like this, where it looks like this, or it looks like alpha, is still considered for a certain unit of time is considered to be the angular speed. But that path, this whole path right here, for a certain unit of time is considered to be linear speed. I hope that makes sense. Thank you very much. Bye.